A Delta flight flipped upside down after landing in Toronto in February.
A U.S. Army Black Hawk helicopter collided with an American Airlines plane trying to land in Washington, D.C. in January, and 67 people were killed.
Recent high-profile plane crashes amid an ongoing air traffic controller shortage has raised concerns. We should have 14,000 air traffic controllers working across our country, but experts say there are fewer than 11,000.
News 5's Clay Lepard went to Kent State to see how they're training the next generation of air traffic controller. Clay learned what students and educators say is working with the industry and what's not.
FedEx 2285 Academy Ground.
The dream is simple for Jonathan Sheldon and Jack Oliver.
Taxi via Alpha. Information Bravo is now current.
Become air traffic controllers.
Piedmont 2222, hold short, running 16.
It's a job that can pay more than $160,000 a year.
Cool.
That's what they're majoring in here at Kent State, a feeder school for the nation's central FAA training program in Oklahoma.
The goal immediately after graduation for really both of us, since we graduate in the spring, is to go to the FAA Academy in Oklahoma City. It's just an effort of just trying to get there.
But the wait?
They're very selective with who they hire.
Just to get there, Oliver's and others say, can drag on for years.
I don't understand. I'll be honest with you. I don't understand.
Associate Dean Mo McFarland.
Some students will find out within a month. Some students will apply 3 times and find out 3 years later that they've gotten picked up.
That wait, an ongoing bottleneck, she says, doesn't make sense when there's a reported shortage of 3,200 air traffic controllers across the country.
I know how many people were graduating, and I know those who have not gotten picked up, and so it's a bit frustrating because we don't know why they're not getting selected. I don't know how they're short, and so that's frustrating.
That frustration appears to have made its way to Washington.
When you say, I want to be an air traffic controller, I've taken the test, and it can take you 2.5 years to get a seat in the academy, well, you're like, I'm going to go do something. I'm not waiting 2.5 years to see if I can become an air traffic controller. You leave and you go do something else.
In February, the federal government announced plans to try to tackle this shortage and lure more people to the industry by increasing salaries and trying to streamline the application process. That attracted about 10,000 applicants, including Jack Oliver,
FedEx 134,
who will now be further vetted.
It hasn't really worked out, but I'm hoping with me graduating, that will put me top of the priority list.
But the perceived problems with the FAA don't start and end with processing new hire applications. Back in the simulator,
Runway 28 right,
Delta
taxi
212,
via
Academy
Alpha.
Tower, running 28
Information
right,
Bravo
line
is
up
current.
and wait.
take a closer look at how Jack Oliver and Jonathan Sheldon are being taught to direct traffic.
We're using paper strips, passing from one controller to the next. This is insane. We're the United States of America. We are the most advanced markets and have the most advanced technology in the world, and we are using the most antiquated, old system that anyone could imagine. It's 25, 30 years old, and so this has to be updated.
Procedures that experts say haven't changed since the days of Pan Am and Continental.
The equipment is definitely, I'd say, outdated a little bit.
And don't expect air travel to slow down anytime soon.
It is time to innovate and really focus on it and have a clear path forward.
Extend downwind 1 mile.
We don't have a choice, right? We're starting to see cracks in the system. The system's safe, but we're seeing the cracks. If we don't do it now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, we're going to see the consequences of not taking action.
Really a two-headed monster here, Mark, when you look at this staffing shortage and aging technology, Rob.
And it's not like things are going to slow down. We're only going to ramp this up as time goes on.
You know, when you think about it, more and more drones and autonomous aircrafts are entering the airspace. Think Amazon packages delivered by drones. Over the past 3 years, we've actually told you how NASA, right here in Northeast Ohio, is helping map out that new highway in the sky. Just last month, Ohio created its own Advanced Air Mobility Division. And by the way, air traffic control has been around for almost a century. The world's first radio-equipped air traffic control tower, right here, built in 1930 at Cleveland Municipal Airport.
Wow.
How about that? That job's so stressful. I keep track of all that stuff, all the birds in the air. My goodness, I can't even imagine.
Something to think about next time you're at one of those really big airports like Orlando or LaGuardia, just the maze.
My goodness. Okay. Thanks for that.